as always, disclaimer, if you see something you like today, like, need, want, or want more information about, you should visit your local vacuum repair shop. Okay, that's what we're all about. That's why we do these videos. So we can make people aware that there are local vac shops that carry the absolute best products for you. Not only carry the best products, but can service the products that you already have. So it's very rare that we get this too excited because we've seen a lot of different machines come and go. But in our vac shops, what we're going to talk about today is the HIZERO Bionic Floor Mop. Okay, the Bionic Floor Cleaner. All right, and the reason I'm kind of excited is because, like I was saying, we see a lot of products every day that are great for vacuuming the carpets, the granular dirt, that kind of thing, the sand, the grit, the hair, that kind of thing. But we don't spend a lot of time talking about the actual stuck-on dirt, the washable dirt, that kind of thing. Because that in itself is a chore, obviously. You have a vacuum to pick up the sand, the grit, the hair, the heavy stuff that falls on surfaces, the debris, that kind of thing. But what do you do to clean your carpets and your bare floors? So here is one solution that we found for the bare floors. We are excited because we just had this for a couple days now, but we've kind of put it through the ringer. And we put it through a little bit test. And I'm going to go through maybe 10 or 15 reasons why I really like this HIZERO Bionic Floor Cleaner. But most important, as I'm going to just kind of run them down randomly. They're not going to be in any specific order. But we are putting our first order in at our shop, and I feel like I've missed the boat for a little while not carrying this before because I've used it in the shop, I've used it at home. The results, the thing that's most important to understand is that the results you get are phenomenal. So we have this little B-roll that I'm going to keep running because I am so impressed with what it does. So yesterday we did it. We filmed it picking up the dried on ketchup, mustard, peanut butter, jelly, coffee grinds, all that kind of thing. The machine picks up solids as well as if you just want to clean the floor, maybe spruce it up a little bit, but it also picks up the solids and it actually separates the solids from the liquids and puts it in two different compartments. Anyway, there's a lot to share. And I'm going to try to share it with you in 10, 20 minutes, but the bottom line is the most important thing is the results you get with the HIZERO Bionic Floor Cleaner. I'm going to spend 10, 20 minutes just going through all the things I really like about this machine and kind of sharing why I'm so excited about it. So Jared, I don't know if you can get like a real quick close-up of that. Just take a look at it. That'll give me a little increased water flow. Now I really want you to get this, Vic, so you got a close-up of this? Because I'm going to try to put this into that. Wow.
Wow.
That is incredibly impressive. And it's got this swivel too. That's pretty. Now this is stuck on peanut butter, coffee grinds. We had some jelly. We had some mustard. I hope you guys are getting good shots of that because that is really impressive. Let me ask you a question, Vicki. Would you want to use that? Would that be easy?
Yes, I want one.
HIZERO Bionic all-in-one floor cleaner. Let me tell you the reasons I love this machine and why you should be going down to your local vac shop and asking about this machine, and why you, the local vac shop, should have this in your shop. I'm in my showroom in Queensbury, New York, Charlie's Vacuums. We have nothing but high-quality vacuums here because we believe in selling the best, and this is going to fit right in at our shop because this is a great solution for doing the bare floors. Not only doing the bare floors, keeping the bare floors clean, nice, but taking care of like the stuck-on dirt on the bare floors. That's always a challenge for people. And I'm going to go through the reasons I love this HIZERO machine. And I've only had it for a couple days, but we put it through the ringer, we put it through the test, we've checked it all out. We love it. We're carrying it. We're ordering a bunch of them to have in stock, and so we can start selling them. We're going to run a special on them. We're really excited about it. But this is for the stuck-on dirt. Okay, this is for like, what do you normally do? Like, are you using a mop? Are you buying like those Swiffer jet things where you spray the thing in front of you and you're replacing those things? I mean, so I'm going to go through the reasons I like this, but again, the most important thing I like about this machine is the job it does. The results are phenomenal, okay? But the other thing is the trouble it's going to save you, the ease of use with this thing, like the permanent solution to having good, clean floors all the time, not having to, whatever makeshift way you have right now of cleaning your floors, you can get rid of that. You can start using this HIZERO. Now, I've never really carried a machine that was strictly for stuck on dirt on the bare floors because I never found anything that I really believed in, and I don't carry anything in my shops. We have a couple of vacuum shops that sell high-end machines and repair vacuums, and the only thing we carry is stuff that we really believe in, that we know is going to do the trick for the customer. So I was kind of reluctant with the HIZERO. Is it really going to do the trick? But I'm telling you, I put it to the test yesterday at my house, and we put it to the test yesterday in here, and I'll tell you what, it's no wonder this thing is winning awards all over the place. So let me go through in no particular order all the things I like about this machine, why I think it's a really good solution for people. Number one, obviously, it's battery operated, right? So there are some other mops out there, or floor cleaners that are electric, but they have cords. This is cordless. So what do we like about cords? It's very easy to use. What do we like about cordless? It's very easy to use. Now, what we don't like about cordless is that you could be in the middle of a job and run out of charge, and then you have to wait for it to charge again. This particular machine has a battery life of 60 to 80 minutes, which is crazy. So that's the longest battery life I've heard on any stick vacuum, any kind of battery operated cleaner. Battery operated anything for that matter. 60 to 80 minutes is crazy. So there's two different speeds on here. One high, one low. On the low speed you can go 80 minutes. On the high speed you can go 60 minutes. That's crazy. The other thing we like about it, super lightweight, super easy to use. So you don't mind taking it out. It's, again, cleans better, lasts longer, easier to use. Those are the things you want to look for in a cleaner, and this is no exception. It's very easy to use. Okay. Let me just turn it on and show you how it runs. First of all, we like this too. When you go to turn the machine on, if there's any sort of problem with the machine, so let me show you this. It takes very little water, and it's very easy to assemble and get ready to clean. So all you have to do is, this is your freshwater tank, okay? So you put some water in there, and everything comes on and off real easy. Okay, pop that on there. But if I did not have that in there, we noticed this is a second take here. The reason why is because last time we forgot to fill up, and so I went to use the machine, and Jared made me aware of the fact that the red light went on for some reason. So this is another thing we like about this machine. If there's a problem for any reason, get a close up of that, Jared, okay? You can see there's a big red light there that tells you there's something wrong, okay? And in this case, what's wrong is we don't have any water in it, okay? So if this runs dry, okay, or you forget to put it back on there, it will tell you that you're not doing a job, it's not working. I mean, you're wasting your time. So it tells you if it's effective or not. So you want to make sure you have your water in there. And then there's again, like most cleaners, it has a freshwater tank, it has a dirty water tank in the back. And we're going to get to that in a minute, but it's so easy to maintain this machine, so easy to assemble this machine. And I've got this, yesterday we were putting it to the test, and we had the peanut butter, the jelly, we had coffee grinds, we had mustard. We let it sit there for like 3-4 hours before I got here to do this, and before we got here to test it. And that's what you're kind of watching right now, is that little B-roll. That's, again, I'm giving you the reasons I really like this machine, but the most important is the results you get. I mean, it's unheard of for a machine to not have to be on your hands and knees scrubbing that stuff off the floor, cleaning it. This machine does it for you. So again, ease of use. The water. It uses very little water to begin. Also, you notice it's very quiet. Like I have the machine running right now. When I turn on a vacuum or anything else, you know what's amazing? That as quiet as that is, it's a pretty aggressive scrubber. It's very quiet, but it's got this brush roll on the bottom, which I'll show you in a minute. That's a very aggressive brush. It also has it's got a cleaning brush, plus it also has a brush roll like a vacuum cleaner. Okay, but again, nice and quiet. Self-regulating with the water. So we said there's 2 speeds, right? So there's a high and a low speed, and if that doesn't, I don't think that changes the brush speed. What it does, the reason you use the low speed, let's say you don't have a lot of stuck on dirt, like you're watching this little video of the picking up the peanut butter jelly, that kind of thing. In that case, you've got a lot of caked on dirt. That needs to be really scrubbed. You're going to need a little more water for that. So you put it on 2, which would be the higher speed. Okay. Maybe it works a little bit more aggressive on the 2, but if you put it on 1, again, on the lower speed, you're going to get more time out of it. And if you don't have any stuck on dirt like that on the floor, you don't really need to have the higher speed on, okay? But again, self-regulating, there's no trigger on here, okay? Most machines where you're using water, whether it be a carpet cleaner or a floor cleaner, you're responsible for letting the water out, okay? With this machine, it puts the water out that's needed. There's no guesswork. This does the work for you, okay? So again, it's as easy to use as this. Oh, it's got the nice swivel too. So not only is it lightweight, not only is it battery operated, but it also has that swivel head. So it's really easy to maneuver this machine, okay? So if you look, I'm gonna put it on the higher speed. Which means it's gonna, I believe, pump out a little bit more, but you can still see, like Jared, if you get real close, this is cleaning that floor and it's not leaving any streaks. It's nice and dry. We are totally excited about this. So I guess maybe I should talk a little bit about the maintenance on the machine. It's very easy to maintain. That's another reason we really like this machine. It's very easy to maintain this machine. First of all, cleans better, easier to use, gonna last a long time, okay? It comes with a 2-year warranty, but you'll notice with the HIZERO, you can find the replacement parts online and they're very easy to replace. So it's very easy to replace the parts. So let's say you plan on having this for a long time, but maybe you want to get a couple extra brushes, be it the scrubbing brush or the brush roll itself. You can buy them very easily. The recovery tank, the clean water tank, if you lost it, broke it, whatever, it's very easy to get the parts for this machine. So there's 1,000,001 reasons why we love this machine. So let me show you maintenance on the machine. Here's what happens with the machine. So inside here, okay, this is why we like this machine. Now, keep in mind, I haven't used this for a very long time, and I'm not exactly mechanically inclined, or I'm not, but I've taken to this machine it's pretty easy for the few times I've used it. So you can just take this. It separates the solids from the liquids. So the solids would be in this green tray, and you would go to the garbage, and you would dump it out, and then you rinse it off under the sink, maybe take a sponge and wipe it off. And then there's 2 brushes on here. Okay, so there's a brush here that looks kind of like a vacuum brush. It sweeps that debris into the machine. So the loose debris that'll sweep it into that tray. There's also a nice docking station. So after you run, if you want to clean this off in the sink, you can. I would say from what I've seen, I would probably wait every couple weeks, a month, depending on how often you use it before you start taking this stuff off to clean it. Unless you have the spill like we had there yesterday, you might want to clean that off right away. But this is how easy it is to clean. Take that, clean it in the sink. You got a little docking station for it right there, so if you want to dry it out, you can. And then underneath here is the scrub brush, or it's kind of like a squeegee sort of brush. And that pops right out there. Okay, so you run that in the sink. Oh, by the way, when you get your HIZERO, you want to run that under hot water for 10 minutes before you use the machine. We learned that yesterday as well. So that'll sit right there. So you clean that off in the sink. That'll sit right there in your docking station. You pop that tray back in there. You can sit the whole thing in the docking station until the next time you want to use it. What I would do is probably just leave it assembled, use it a multiple number of times. I mean, I probably use it maybe 5 or 10 times before I take everything apart and clean it, unless you're cleaning up a mess like we had right there. So it's very little maintenance on the machine. Very easy to assemble, very easy to disassemble. But again, most important, it just does a great job for you. It really does clean well. It really does clean well, and it does really save you a lot of trouble from the alternatives. If you think about how difficult it is to keep the bare floors clean, this is a good, easy to use alternative to what you're doing now. So check it out at your local vac shop, or give us a call. Call me, John, vacuumrepairshop.com, and we'll tell you where you can see a demonstration of the HIZERO. And if you don't have a place locally, we'll actually send you a video demonstration. Thanks for watching.